Hey everyone, this is Jay, and I'm here to talk to you about how to create an opt-in on the Builderall platform. Right now, you can use this to sell a product, to promote a product, to bring more people to your actual website, to create a list, to start building a list, to start to send off campaigns. There's so many different ways for you to use an opt-in. All right, so what we're going to do is show you how we make it easy for you, and that is through our templates. Our templates are not just there for you to go ahead and change out the content and just use that idea. We put the templates out here for all these business niches to give you an idea of what to build off of. Okay, and we want you to really take the structure of the page, which is the smart part about the templates. One really cool example of that is the opt-in. So if you come over here to our sites, go into new website, and get here to our templates, it's going to show us, if we type in opt-in, these different categories here for our opt-in. So for example, if we come here to the two-step opt-in, we can see this page here. This page is going to show you that all they have to do is put in their email, their first name, click on submit. That's the first step. The second step is they're going to get a confirmation email, and then they're going to have to click on that confirmation email or that confirmation code or URL, whatever the link is inside the email. Okay, that's the second step, and that second step is going to give them access to the product, the service, or whatever you're giving them access to that's going to put them on your list. Now, we have other ones here such as squeeze pages that act the same way. However, there's a little bit more to it so that you can add on. So let's come over here and be a professional drummer. We put in our name here, our email, then we download here. All right, whenever the person comes here to download, that's going to send them that confirmation email again. Now that confirmation email is going to send them off to your thank you page or your confirmation page. That page is where they're going to be able to pay for your product or service or get access to whatever you are locking them out of or they have to opt in to. Now the other one we have here are smart opt-ins. Now these work a little bit different. These are working by just one button. So let's come here and view this one. For example, we'll come here, 11 tips to learn how to be more productive. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this text anyways. We're going to get rid of all of this stuff, change the image. But what I want you to see, once again, is the structure of the page. It's not a beautiful page. However, what you can see is that it's very simple, straight to the point, and it has one button, call to action button here. All right, now what this is going to do is if you go through our tutorials, you'll find something like creating a Facebook opt-in. You'll use this, you'll replace this for a Facebook image or a Facebook button. All right, that button, when they click here, will give them the option to opt in via Facebook, okay, or sign in via Facebook. All right, what that's going to allow you to do is a multitude of things. Not just put them on your list, but also they're not going to have to give you their email address directly. All right, all they're doing is coming in off of Facebook. Instead of giving you their email address, they're going to come here. That's still going to go into your mailing box. And now you're going to be able to send them Facebook notifications with other applications that we have in our virtual office. All right, this is a really awesome feature for you to try and use. All right, so what we're going to do is come over here and better illustrate by going into my sites and going into a template that I was working on myself. So let's come over here and go into edit. Now, what this is going to show you is the anatomy of a well put together opt-in page. All right, you need to have a sub-headline, main headline, objective, some content which is optional. Actually, a lot of marketers like Alex Becker, for example, they get a lot of results off not putting any content here as well. It just depends on what you're selling and how you're doing it. Okay, here is going to be that name and email, and this is your button here. This is a little more proof of what you got going on. Another option or optional recommendation would be to have some social proof here on the opt-in, but depending on the product or service, you may not need that here. All right, so for example, let's go ahead and put it in a sub-headline. What will we put in our sub-headline? All right, that's going to be exactly what your product is. And that's what you need to think about. You don't want to deter people. You don't want people to come here and think that you may be lying to them. You're trying to build authority, not break it down. All right, so the closest way that we can get, or the best way that we can get close to our clients is going to be as direct with them as possible while still playing on their buying imagination. All right, so what exactly are we going to be selling? Let's say we were doing the five ways to make money online. 5 amazing ways. Okay, so 5 amazing ways to make money online. Okay, now let's go ahead and make sure we don't have any typos, of course. And I'm going to mess with the design a little bit, slightly, just so that it fits better for me. All right, now our main headline is going to be the benefit of having our product. So if we give ourselves, let's put ebook, download the ebook that outlines. Let's modify this a little bit more, guys. All right, so I have my upper title here. I'm actually going to do, to give myself a little more space, pull this down, pull it down like so, and bring that back up. And actually I can bring it back up just a little bit more like so. All right, now we have download the ebook that outlines 5 amazing ways to make money online. All right, right here is going to be for an example, be your own boss and work from home. Okay, now I have my headline here. This is going to give me a benefit of this actual title here. Now make sure you're actually putting a lot of thought into this content. I know it's very short and sweet, but because it is short and sweet, that is why it needs to be more creative, more witty when you're putting it on the page. All right, now one thing I want to point out that I don't really have to, that this design is not really working. Okay, these letters are way too big. So how I'm going to fix this, come here, I'm going to my text, and I'm going to change the style of this this header here, this XL. Now remember from other videos that we have here, this is going to be our H1. And if we're concerned about SEO or being found on Google, we don't want to change this for a smaller font size here. What we want to do is just change the size of our H1. Okay, so let's go down here. It's a little unorthodox, but we're going to make this smaller than it needs to be and than it was originally. Okay, so that's about a good size for here, I think. Okay, and we can go ahead and exit out of here and work like so. All right, so now we have our sub-headline, we have our main headline, and now we get to our objective headline here. Now the objective headline is structured so that whenever someone is going to buy something from you, they may have a major objective. Maybe a lot of people have that same objective. That's what this is supposed to address for you, okay? So think about the main objective people may have. Download the ebook that outlines 5 amazing ways to make money online, okay? Now, one objective I may have is, how do I know it's going to work? Well, we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Okay, so this is going to give us a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So this is going to assure people that even if it doesn't work, okay, I can still get my money back. All right, now here's going to be some content. Now this is actually optional. This is optional content here, and there are actually some big marketers that are getting a lot of results without putting any major content here at all as far as a video or an image. All right, so you can choose whether or not to do this. Depending on the product, you may or may not need to, but a video is still recommended by us because it gives you more authority, okay? It gives people a voice. It puts a face to the product. All right, now here's going to be their name and email where they go ahead and put in their information, and here's going to be your button. Now you can structure this if you go ahead and right click and click on configure. 2 different ways. Here you're going to be able to receive an email directly to your personal email or personal business email that you have somewhere else. So you come over here to edit. You put in your email here. So for example, I put Dietrich@ebusinessforus.com. This is going to be the receiving email. This is also going to be the reply email that they reply to whenever they get your message. Now the subject is going to be what shows up whenever you send out a message to them. So this says opt-in testing right now. We could put this for anything. So we could put 5 amazing tips, for example. All right, now the action taken after you subscribe, we can return to previous menu here, and it's going to show us 4 different options. This is a page within your website. So if you click here, you can see the different pages that you have. Only have two to have a very short opt-in. So we have our home here and we have our pending confirmation. This is going to send them directly to that page. All right, now here is the edited automatic message. Now this is after they actually put in their information and fill things out. We're going to send them off this. It can be either a simple input text or you can send it off by email. It depends on you. Once you confirm and then confirm here, that is set. Now if you choose this one instead, you go to default, click on edit, and then you need an action here. Now, where do you get this action from? Alright, now if you go into our tutorials, we show you how to link Mailing Boss with your list. Okay, there are a couple different ways to do that, but if you're going to use this regular custom form, all you have to do is go into Mailing Boss and get the action link. I can show you really quickly how we do that. So we come over here, for example, go to email automation. Alright, just remind me later about that. Alright, so what we're going to do is come here to our list, click on anyone here, and let's go here into our pages. Let's go into our subscribe from. Alright, now when we get to our subscribe from, it's where our form is actually located, we're going to copy this here, and then we'll bring that over here and we'll paste it right here. Alright, now by doing this, this is going to link that particular list to this particular opt-in right here. So you need to make sure these are matched up the right way perfectly. Or you can come over here and instead of using this custom form, you can come and swap that out for email marketing. Any one of these will work for you. So let's go and look for a simple one. Let's cancel this. Select back here. Okay. So let's hide this for a second. Let's say you want to look for a simple one. Mailing Boss is going to automatically pull in your public and your private key. So we're going to wait for that for a second. This is going to show the different lists that you have here. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. It's going to automatically populate what is on that list. So this one just has an email. You configure this in Mailing Boss, and then you can make this look how you want. So maybe I'm going to work on the appearance, work on here. And I can change the border, the background, the fill spacing, all of these different things. I can align the button to the middle. I can put it under the form or on the right hand side, or whatever looks better for me. I'm going to put it under here. We can make the border solid or we can keep it hidden. We can enable a shadow or not. So let's come back here and centralize left. And then centralize our button. Alright, here's where I'm going to work with the size of my button here. I'm actually going to work with the border here. So let's go ahead and put this 30 around. Alright, so that's going to make that work like so. Alright, and now I have a much more simple opt-in here. And actually, this is going to be working directly with Mailing Boss. All people have to do is come over here to test, put in their email address. So for example, dtrick@eb4us.com, and then we would submit here. Now after we submit here, we would then see our person if we come back over here to our Mailing Boss. And they'll show up over here within our list. They'll show up inside of our actual users here, inside our subscribers. All right, so thank you. I'll talk to you next time.